We're in the My Time TV. We're in the Ketonic, and also we're in the new video live video sales with BeLive as well. So we're in that group as well today. Now we're also on Amazon. Have you got your Amazon link, Adair?
It's up and running. Hello, everybody on Amazon.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, gosh, if you didn't know, sorry, apologies for our lateness in this England-Australia cook-off. We were having a little bit of audio technical difficulties. Actually, well, it's quite nice. Adair couldn't hear me, which is probably not a bad thing in reality. But,
I could do a Milli Vanilli and do a lip sync and sort of, anticipate.
So I'm under strict instructions now not to press any other buttons. We'll just go with what we've got. So welcome to the England-Australia cook-off every Tuesday. Even the time differences have not failed us today. So it is 9 a.m., just after 9 a.m. in the UK, just after 7 p.m. in Australia. I'm Nick Wood, and I'm joined, as always, by the amazing Adair Palmer. Adair, how's your week been on your houseboat?
Well, it's been a crazy week here, but thank you for asking, Nick. It has been quite windy and woolly, and we were all geared up for a great Halloween. We had all the bells and whistles. If you remember last week, I dressed up in the Halloween costume and made some kombucha. And Halloween day, which was Sunday, we thought, we'll go over and we'll be able to do some trick-or-treating, take a cauldron of sweets over to the island, but we couldn't get off the boat. It was so windy. So we even lost the bumper off of the car boat. So we've got to tie that up out the back so it doesn't chew up the houseboat. They had a bit of a fisticuff. But it's all part of boat life. And what we ended up doing was putting on a little display out in the back area. And apparently the feedback is that it was pretty darn good. And I have now got enough lollies to bribe the grandies for the next 2 years. So
nice. Oh, I love that.
They didn't go anywhere. So welcome to, as Nick said, all the places that we're live, and my Amazon channel as well as Nick's Amazon channel. And what are we doing tonight?
Yeah, tonight we've got the big taco cook-off challenge. So because I'm blessed, I've got an oven. I'm going to try and make my own taco shells, kind of keep it a little bit keto. So I'm going to do a little flour and almond flour mixture.
Nice.
Might work, should work, hopefully. Who knows? So yes. Hello, Stephen, watching us on Amazon. Thank you always for tuning in. And yeah, good watch. Just type in nickwood.live for my channel, and Adair, to get your channel, I need to find the links, but I don't want to touch anything.
Don't touch anything. Oh, it's just like all right. What we can do is pop the links in. I was going to say afterwards, but then it's no fun, is it? Because we won't be there. But
after the event.
On amazon.com/mytimetv.live. Or MyTime TV Live. I will get a URL that is adairpalmer.com, I think, because that's a really good idea, and have it forwarded to that. Before we get into the tacos, can I just share with you the results of last week's effort?
Oh, yes, your kombucha.
This is the last bottle, and it's berry. We did a few after I made it up, and we did. Oh no, sorry, this is from the week before. Last week's effort, and I bottled yesterday, and that's over here in the corner. So let's see if I can find that. So I'm getting my days mixed up with the kombucha. It's like go a bit. Yeah, so it just I know. Oh, okay, so that's just have a look up here in the corner there. You can see we've got bottles of ginger. So this has been bottled up from last week's batch that we made. So there's the ginger, and there's berry as well, because that's my favorite. The berry and the ginger is my two of my favorites. But what I wanted to do was just have a little bit of a
drinking
on the job. It is non-alcoholic, and I think there is some way that you can ferment it to make it a little bit of alcoholic. Oh, here's Nige. Hey, babe. You've been waiting for the taco episode. I'm just okay. So here we go. Here's one I prepared earlier.
Love it.
Cheers.
Yay. Hi, Nige. Good to see you. That does look really nice.
It's so refreshing, and it's good for you. I'm just going to pop this back in the fridge, and you can keep going.
So just sort of how did you actually make that again last week? You used some crazy culture thing.
Oh yes, it's called a SCOBY.
SCOBY, that's it. Yeah.
SCOBY, a SCOBY culture, and I'm not sure what comes first, the chicken or the egg, Nick, because you need a SCOBY to make the kombucha, but then the kombucha, when you make it, grows the SCOBY. So, I guess. And I wouldn't be able to even hazard a guess whose parent that SCOBY belongs to, because I've had mine for probably like iterations of it, because it grows new ones, and then you throw them out or give them to the chooks or compost them or give them to the fish. Give them to your friends so they can make their own kombucha. But the original SCOBY, I wouldn't even know where that came from. It's almost like it gets an heirloom that gets passed down, and it grows new heirlooms. And then it's a bit funny.
That's amazing. So amazing.
So right, tell me, what are you going to do with the flour that you're making your tacos? Because mine are going to be Old El Paso.
Oh yeah, well, two things. One, I went to the local store, and we've got a little bit of a supply chain issue in the UK at the moment. Could not find a taco shell for love nor money, so so I'm actually being forced to make one. But I can make them because I've got an oven. I know you haven't got an oven, so because I do, I'm going to make mine in the oven. Rosemary, follow me on Amazon. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Because then, if you are watching on Amazon, do hit the follow button. Then you'll get notified when we go live again every Tuesday. But yeah, so I'm going to attempt to make. I've used my good old friend YouTube, and I've been looking for some decent taco recipes. I think I found one. Kind of just making it a little bit different because I'm going to make it a little bit keto, so I have flour and almond flour, but it should be the same. I mean, normally you do a little bit of flour and a little bit of corn flour. So what could possibly go wrong? So what are you? And you've got some. You're doing a vegetarian filling as well.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that I used to say was, how hard can that be?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's really the same as what could possibly go wrong. So I'm doing a vegetarian filling, and it was recommended. This was recommended by a friend. So shout out to you, Richard Rees. You and Tony were inspired us to Nige and I to look at doing things a little bit differently. And when we were talking, we caught up with them in South Australia. And they said, oh, we've got this great recipe for a vegetarian taco meal, but you do need an oven for it. I don't have an oven, so I'm going to hopefully make it up. So, and this is for the filling. So what I've got for the taco shell, and if there's some things that we're finding that in terms of supply is a bit difficult to different things. Plenty of toilet paper, which is good. Hey, if you're over on Amazon, do say hi. What I want to do is I'm just going to pop on the carousel just before we get into this. I've just popped the SCOBY up there on the carousel as a featured. So if you're looking to make some kombucha, this is really, really, really nice. And last week's show, we went through the process of how to make it. And there's floaties there on the carousel. And there's also some beverage, like storage glasses there. You can just have a look. And there's also one of the latest was this. I love this one. Hang on, it's coming up. The non-breakable glasses that look like, well, this is the theory, they look like glasses.
Yeah.
They're unbreakable. So let's see how.
That's a challenge where I come from.
Yes. Well, they everything's plastic. Yeah, and I've broken plastic glasses. But plastic glasses doesn't sound right, does it?
No, I can't. I've got it. I've never had a plastic glass that really did the trick. I don't think. I'm just going to bring.
That a plastic. Is it plastic or is it glass?
Where's this going? Here we go. We now have flour can.
All right. Well,
so basically,
do that.
What I've done is I put 100 grams of white flour, 100 grams of almond flour, dessert spoon of salt, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to very gradually add some water to that. I'm going to add some water to that to form it into a dough, and then I'll make it into little rounds after that. So that's what's going on here. But I just, as always, with my lovely little graphic, I've got Adair's head is in the way.
Oh, my head's in the way. What?
Yeah, it's not your fault, Adair, at all. It's my fault for I just readjust my camera. My fault for having the graphic the way it is.
Oops.
Oh, well. We'll have to go with the flow. So as always, we've got these. We're going to use a little bit of warm water, tepid water. Ooh, a little bit warmer than I thought. Just to bring this into a little dough. So.
All right. Well,
so basically,
while you're doing your dough, I'm going to be focused on the doing the filling. And so what the goal is here is to try and make a bigger bench. Is to try and make the filling be as much like meat as possible without being meat. So
I see. Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? It's taking that, getting those textures and making it feel like it's a hearty filling.
So there's 3 ingredients I'm using, and one is cauliflower. I'm also using some walnuts and some mushrooms. So I've got some mushrooms here, and I've got this will impress you. I've got an actual food processor back here.
Oh.
And I might put the cauliflower in the big food processor.
That sounds like an idea.
And I've got a little hand food processor chopper here as well. So I thought you can't be the one that has all the fun with with the kitchen. What do you call them? Or the doodads, the kitchen doodads.
Oh, my KitchenAid, and in the corner here, I'm going to show you. In the corner, we have my amazing Nutri Ninja. I can't actually get out at the moment, but he's there always. My favourite piece of kit. And this little guy here, this is Lucy, and Lucy is my sourdough culture. So in the nice one, nice, loving the vegetarian dishes. Now Lucy is a sourdough culture because I've got some, and in the carousel, my hands are full, so I can't click it. In the carousel, there are some lovely sourdough proving baskets that also have a lovely little template, so you can make your bread have a little design on it. So there's a unicorn, teddy bear, all sorts of things like that. really sweet. But in order to make the sourdough, I've had to make Lucy the sourdough culture, who's going great. I'm feeding her every day.
That's kind of cute.
Oh, and we got Youngson. Go Aussies! Go Aussies! Oh, we did you in the cricket the other day.
Are we allowed to mention? He loves the vegetarian dishes. That's really cool.
Yeah. Are we allowed to mention the cricket?
Well, it's just not cricket. What is cricket? Is have to be the world's most boring game, wouldn't it? I'd rather watch paint dry.
Love it. Right. So here is my.
And being that Nige is a painter, that's a very apt. All right. So I'm going to do it just a little bit because with all this stuff, we put the cauliflower, the walnuts, and the mushrooms into the oven to dry out. So I've got no idea how it's going to fry. But anyway, let's do. They'll be going into the fry pan instead.
Cool. While you're doing that, I'm having a little fight with my camera.
Okay. Looking at the back of the bed.
Let's bring it down that way. Bring it down a bit more. This is our little dough. So this is just exactly as I expected. Just make a nice little dough. So I'm just going to break that into little balls, and then I'm going to roll it out into little circles. Well, actually, I'll probably use a bowl just to cut it up. I'm just going to pop a little bit of flour down.
Well, I'm just going to pop this on. I'll just mute myself for a moment. I know I'm not going to touch anything. You might not hear it. I hope. I'm just going to put this.
No problem. Oh yeah, that's the noise. Now I'm not sure how good these tacos are going to get because I need to roll them quite big.
Step one went all right. So the idea is that it's the consistency of rice, obviously.
Yes. Oh yes.
What cauliflower is good for.
It certainly is. Cauliflower rice. We like that.
This is going to be cauliflower.
Nice. And again, you just a couple of little pulses, isn't it? Because otherwise it can turn into a real slush.
Well, cauliflower is got a high water content. And if you've ever made cauliflower bread, Nick, you'll know that you've got to put it in a cheesecloth and squish it all the water out.
Oh, now it's interesting. I've not actually made cauliflower bread before.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I'm going to do
move these out of the way. Right.
I'm going to do the walnuts. Are we talking over each other?
No. You talk. I'm rolling.
I was just going to say I'll do the walnuts with the food processor, and then I'm going to try the hand chopper for the mushrooms.
I'm realizing that I may have needed to make my balls bigger.
Oops.
No laughing at the back there.
No, not laughing at the back. Not laughing at all.
Might get away with that. Who knows?
You might get away with that. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna combine. Let's combine two quickly. That might. So
Nige has asked if you're using soft or hard taco shells. Obviously, that's a great question.
Great question. So these ones I'm going to put them in the oven, and they will harden. So yeah, I want hard taco shells.
Well, by the magic of television, here's one I prepared earlier. Where's one I unpacked? I unboxed it earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going. These are going to be rustic taco shells.
Oh, that's all right. Actually, I saw some, what do they call them? Wraps, taco wraps. So that must be a new thing too, since.
Yeah, I think you can pretty much do anything with a taco.
So, there's no rules, is there?
There's no rules, especially when we're cooking. So
I know, right?
So
one day we'll even put the recipes up. I'm just gonna. Oh my God! Look at that fancy pants. All right.
So that's how that's going to work.
My processor, which is as fancy as I've got ever since we started cooking together, Nick. So just let me give that a whirl.
I'm loving the fact you got your food processor on the go. Brilliant. So I'm just going to roll out one more because I need to put them in the oven.
Okay.
Then I can get on with my filling. So I'm not sure whether to do
such a trial to dig it out from under the bunk in the spare room. But when I did, I thought, well, I'm going to use it. I had the blade sharpened especially.
Nice. Well, as I was saying to you, Adair, earlier, very excited. I'll be moving later today, and I'll have a new kitchen, a kitchen that I was able to put into the house. Gosh, I think about 9 or 10 years ago, almost now. So it's beautiful. So I'll be able to have my all my kitchen aids sitting out proud. So I'll have all my kit ready to hand. So I'm expecting my cooking to go up another notch or two.
You seriously won't know yourself. And should I be afraid? Should I be very afraid?
No.
No.
It's still only me. So
it's only It's only
these in a little bowl. Save them for later. And I think my tacos are going to take about 10 minutes to crisp up. So I've got a little time on that.
Well,
a little bit of time to just get a little bit tighter.
So while you do that, I'm just giving these mushies a bit of a rough chop here, and I'm going to see how we go with the hand processor for this one.
Nice. So what are you chopping in there?
These I've got some mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so far I've got a combination of walnuts, cauliflower, and I'm about to do the mushies. So let's see how this goes.
Cool. Right.
Okay.
As always, just like to wipe down my tops.
Turn it off.
Make sure they're nice and clean.
I think I stuffed it a bit full. Hang on, I might have to take some out.
That does look a little bit good.
Oh, there we are. There we go.
If I could, I would bring the little Ninja out for me. While you're doing that, I'll just quickly. Yeah, this is the amazing Ninja. I love. Lots of things. It's in the carousel. Yeah, massively sharp blades, blends, purees food. It's got this IQ thing, so it's its own little intelligent thing. So you just press the button and it will blend as much as it believes is right for what you've got in there. I'm not sure, don't know how it works, but it just does work.
Well, I reckon that's a bit.
And I love it.
Well, I've got a couple of these little hand presser things in the carousel as well. So go and have a look at those, and you can choose on myself. That actually did quite a good little job. That little hand one. So
it does. I like that.
I would. I think I've overdone it with the mixture.
Yeah. Oh no, I like that. That looks lovely.
So let's see now.
Nigel is saying, will you fry the cauliflower, Adair?
Well, well, babe, I'm supposed to be. Hang on, I'll just put the other camera on. Not supposed to be, not supposed to be frying it. It's supposed to be baked in the oven. And if you are in a house and fortunate enough to have an oven, you can put it. Yeah, all right, Nick. Like Mr. Raymond Blog School of Cookery. Had to be said. And later on, or not now, but in a minute, you're going to have a better one, right?
Yeah.
So, but what I'm going to do instead, because with this mixture, you lay it out so it's on a baking tray or put it on baking paper and then cook it for about 30 minutes slowly on 180 degrees. But I'm not going to do that because I don't have an oven, and I'm going to put it in the fry pan and see if I can't sort of dry it out a bit without burning it or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'm just going to. This is what you call making it up as you go, but it's adapting. You know, I've made pizzas in the frying pan, so I figure I can make a taco.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we did. Yes, pizza in the frying pan was fine. Now I'm just going to go break my cardinal rule of bringing food up to room temperature. I should have got my mince out earlier. I'm going to do a little bit of a mince filling on
so
one.
yours is not vegetarian.
I'm going to do a vegetarian one and a non-vegetarian one.
Oh, okay. So what do you do for a non-vegetarian one?
For the non-vegetarian one, I've got some mushrooms, a bit of onion, I've got some figs. I think figs will go nicely, and figs. I've got an avocado. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I know. How cool is that? I'm just going to try and open my blinds for a bit more light without blinding myself.
All right. Okay. So if you're watching on any of the channels that we have that we're live on, do pop in and say hi. Nigel doesn't need to be the only one that's good. I love seeing him there.
He's a good man.
We're on Nick Wood. We're on Keto Nick. We're on My Time TV. We are on also the Be Live streamers. Is that right?
It's the live video selling with Be Live.
Live video is selling with Be Live. I can't quite see what the thing back is there. And we're also on Amazon Live on Nick Wood channel. So and mine's My Time TV. Amazon.com/My Time TV Live. So do pop over and say hi. We've got some great stuff happening in the carousel on both channels on Amazon. And if you are over on Amazon, say hi, give the channels a bit of a support, the follow button, and then if you want the comments to be seen in the stream, you'll need to come back to Facebook, but we're more than happy to chat with you wherever you are. So do say hi, reach out and say hi, because we'd love to hear from you. So tonight we're
let us know where you're watching from as well. So
let us know.
Interesting to know. Obviously, I know Stephen's in Wiltshire. So yeah, actually, Adair, next time you're doing a chat, I'll actually just type. Should I risk it and type it in? Because the reason that we love using Be Live, and one of the things I love about it is it's got the feature where we can drop links into the comments directly. So if you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, or not on YouTube today, but then we can actually just drop links into the Amazon channels that we're on. So you can just click the link and it'll just take you, as if by magic, straight there. And I was chatting to Stephen yesterday. We were talking about the fact that, yes, we want everyone, the whole point is we love people coming onto Amazon because, that's where we love live streaming, get great views. But equally, if you're only watching on Facebook or YouTube, we can still put the things that we have in our Amazon carousel into the live selling feature on Be Live, so we can actually drop the links in.
Oh, we can.
So when we're talking about, I'm using my my little little webcam, which I've just totally forgotten what it's called, the C920. So I can actually just drop the link of that into the comments as well, so people can then go, and that could be another Amazon link. So this is where we just generate this additional affiliate marketing. This is exactly how it should work, where we just use things that we love using. So there's nothing better, and that's when it doesn't cost you any more. It just means that we get a little bit of commission on any sales. So all good. That's right. Why we love it.
So your support is very much appreciated, and I love that idea. And if I can get my act together, which will be in a minute, not now, in a minute, I will also be adding some of the products from the carousel. I could feature those in the streams as well, which is a great idea. I love that. Stephen, thank you so much. All right, so
it's all good. Oh, well done.
My Time TV.
You popped that in. That's really cool. I just quickly demonstrate.
Multitask.
I can only dream of multitasking. But I can just pop this one in. This is how we do it as a demo. So we just say showing stream, and this is why I thought I got you set up here as well, Adair, but my apologies. So that just puts me up there, and then that will just drop the comment into the comments, and you see nickwood.live, and that's where it all is. So just take that back off screen.
Well, remember that for next week, matey.
It's all done. Yeah. Next week from the new beautiful kitchen.
We'll have the new beautiful kitchen, and I've got control of the dashboard. Sorry.
That's true. Yeah, you're in total control tomorrow. So you couldn't see. I'm using my Circulon frying pans. Again, they're in the carousel. Absolutely lovely. They've got a lifetime guarantee. Just round off some mince, put a little bit of garlic in there as well. I'm going to pop a little bit. I want to make mine a little bit spicy, so I've got some chili powder. I'm just going to add a touch of that.
I've got chili powder. I'm going to put some chili powder in. It's got a tablespoon, but I'm not sure. I think I'm going to start with a teaspoon.
Cool. And we're just going to toast off that chili powder. Whoa! Okay. Cool the fire engine.
Did you set fire to the kitchen? So I'll put some chili powder in. What is that? That's a cute little sniggle chuckle.
It's really hot. I'm trying not to burn myself.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So we've got a teaspoon of chili powder. That's probably going to be really hot too. And we've got, I haven't got soy sauce, so I'm going to use Worcestershire sauce, and I hope that doesn't bugger it up. It's also got two teaspoons of ground cumin, but I don't have any of that. But I do have smoked paprika, and I'll put some of that in. It's supposed to be a tablespoon of that.
Nice.
Oh, smoked paprika and half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
That's all good. That's looking lovely, Adair, I have to say. There's something about those colours.
They are pretty cool, aren't they? And now I've got onion powder. I actually went shopping this morning very early while the weather was calm, so I knew that I could get back on the boat. Pepper. Where's the pepper? Here's the pepper. So we have ground pepper.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Yeah, go England. Let's try and even it up.
Well, are you talking cricket?
I didn't want to mention the cricket, but I am just saying that we did beat you the other day, and I know the Australians aren't big cricket fans, so I didn't want to humiliate them.
Okay, go on. It takes a lot to humiliate us, you know that.
I know. Well, no, I mean, the last time I was in Sydney, we had a shocker. we were, yeah. You beat us hollow, but.
Oh, we are a very tough bunch, I tell you.
Yeah.
And when it comes to cricket, if your care factor is like 0, that's terrible. I probably won't be back now.
Now, I've got these tacos. I'm going to show you one of them in a minute when they're just cooled down. I might just make another couple while we're going, because they didn't take long. I've got them pre-rolled out because they probably don't need 10 minutes. I've just realised in the oven. So
okay.
I think 10 minutes for the thinner ones was a little bit too much. So that's okay. You live and learn. That's the lovely thing about cooking, is that you get to eat your mistakes, which is always
good. Sometimes you might not want to.
Well, yes, yeah. When you throw a whole ton of chili on your chicken adobo, maybe you don't want to do that so much. So
that wasn't my finest moment there.
No, it was quite amusing though. It made good TV. So I just dry fry this mince because I want it nice and.
You've never done anything like that, ever. So now I have to say, oh, right. Let's just.
Well, right. So just got some onion.
I went out to check the gas at the front because I thought, well, if the gas runs out and it's sort of windy and rainy and not very nice weather, I'd probably have to leave you there on your own while
Yeah, I'll just come and nick your kubacha.
So it's one of the things that we need to do when you're on a boat, to make sure that that you've got enough water and enough gas and enough electricity. Which reminds me, I know we've had overcast for the last few days, Nick, and I said earlier before we came on camera that came on live that we were at 13.1, and a couple of probably 2 months ago, I remember it was overcast for a few days and the battery just kept losing power. And after I did our show, I had to start the generator and refuel the batteries. So,
wow.
Yes, because they powered off, and we need to have the batteries for the fridge and for the toilet fan, because if we don't have that, then the food spoils and the place smells, because it's in the composting toilets. It's a great topic to talk about while you're cooking, isn't it? Let's talk about poo.
Yeah. Look, it's all part of the process, isn't it? It's got to go in one end and come out the other, whichever way you.
Well, absolutely.
Whichever way you look at it, you got no choice. I'm a little bit disappointed. My figs that I bought the other day, some of them are going a little bit too soft, shall we say? Okay. But I do love figs. Are funny things, aren't they?
I like figs. They're a really old-fashioned fruit, aren't they?
They are, and the thing is, they to me they just look really unpleasant. I mean. And the fact that I would just want to peel them all the time, but
no, you just eat them like.
Yeah. No, they just don't look like they're edible.
They're a good food for a specific organ in your body, aren't they? Isn't that how Mother Nature sort of designed the foods?
Ooh.
Like carrots for your eyes, walnuts for your brain, and they look like figs would be good for your testicles. Did I say that out loud?
Let's have another one then.
I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out, but whatever.
Oh, it'll turn out fine. I've got some more.
Oh, good. That is really good.
Oh, I'm liking those nice food sounds coming from Australia there.
Really nice.
So remind us, what have you done? What have you done there, Adair?
The three main ingredients here are walnut, cauliflower, and mushroom. And then I've just put a heap of spices like paprika and onion powder and garlic powder and chili and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. It's the recipe says soy sauce. I have. Well, I've got soy sauce. Don't know where it is.
You were a little bit worried about adding the Worcestershire sauce, weren't you? But you got away with it.
Sauce. Yep, no, it's good. It's good. Tastes good. And I reckon the walnuts are what make it. So I'll let that just buzz away there.
Cool. Oh, there you go. That's better.
So let's see. What have you got there? You've got.
Okay. So for one filling, I've got this dried, almost like toasted mince with the chili and the garlic and a little bit of red onion in there. So that I'll probably put with a little bit of lettuce in my second fill. This one, I've got the figs, tomatoes, more red onion. Again, probably pop a little bit of lettuce in there as well. I'll tell you what, avocado.
Nothing like an avocado.
That's got to be a good combo. Let's grab my sharper knife. And yeah, wait till I show you these homemade tacos. They are, one of them looks fine.
To see them.
The other two are a little bit, I think we'll call them caramelized.
See what you've got there.
This is my avo, which is quite nice. I'm not sure.
That looks all very civilized. I might get a plate and do the same.
Don't know if that will come out.
What do you do when you get a dud tomato? Do you ditch it and start again?
A dud one, yeah, I would.
This doesn't look very nice. Sure. Hang on, let me just pop it on the other one. There we go. That doesn't look very nice at all, does it? Maybe give it to the fish. See if I can find another one.
Oh, hey. Turns out this is the taco that has worked. it's a little thing. I should have probably pricked it before I hung it in the oven, but that's one that has worked, so I'll keep that one for sure.
So why did you need to prick it?
Just to stop the air forming in the little pockets.
Oh, so it doesn't get the bubbles, the air bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah. Now these other two.
I need to.
Now this one is the caramelized version, so you can get some lovely colouring on your tacos. I don't like those pasty white ones. I don't know about you, Adair, but you know, I like my tacos to be brown when I can.
That's
so they can.
That's definitely the optimistic approach.
I'll leave that one there so you can have a cool version. Isn't that amazing? So you've got a lovely light white one and this one. And again, just because I did them a little bit thinner. So let's try and this last one is kind of in the middle. I'm just trying to get it off. It just needs to be gently coaxed. There you go, gently coaxed. And there we go. We've got another taco number 3, which is a kind of, so it's almost like a color bar chart, really, as to how different your tacos can be. But that'll do me. That'll do me for a first attempt. And actually using instead of corn flour, I was using almond flour. So trying to keep it a little bit keto. So yeah, I think that's not worked out as badly as I first thought. So I'm very happy with that. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of salt in my mince. I've turned my mince off the heat, so it's just sitting there now, just looking lovely and delicious. So that's all there. So that's good. Got that avo. I'll keep half of that avo back. Looking good, looking good. And if you're watching on Amazon, do please check out the carousels below. Because we've been cooking, we've not been so easy to actually click the buttons without getting a real mess on. But all the things that we've been using are in there. So please have a look around there. And while you're there, do follow us, because then you'll get to see us. You get notification on our other shows. So I've got I've got a keto show on Friday, which basically is me making my lunch. So that's always on at midday in the UK. So
what time is that?
That's midday in the UK, and this week I got sent. I got sent this beautiful. When you're in the carousel, I got sent these beautiful proving baskets. So I was making bread a few weeks ago, and someone sent them to me. So he said, "Could I have a look at them and see what I like?" And they look brilliant, I have to say. And I unboxed them on last week's show. But they're really they're to make sourdough. So in order to make sourdough, I've been growing Lucy here, my sourdough culture. I started her on Friday's show, so she'll be ready for this Friday. But I need to work out how to actually do that, because it takes, the thing with sourdough, the proving, as you get your dough to rise, that takes a lot longer than traditional yeasty methods. So I might have to do here's one I made earlier type job. So I might have 3 loaves on the go, all at the same time. But yeah, they're lovely. But they're the great sourdough, and sourdough. Bread isn't particularly keto, but it's probably the most keto bread of them all, because we're fermenting as opposed to, so with any of the we're pretty much using fermented flour, so we're taking a lot of the carbs out, so they're lower carb bread than normal bread. And of course, all these things with keto is you only have 2 slices. That's not going to blow your keto diet. And if you're on super dirty keto, have another slice after that. But when are you on next, Adair?
Well, I'm up on Thursday. I'm doing a channel takeover. Well, I'm not doing a channel takeover. I've got an author, a publishing house owner, lovely Bridget Holder. She does a channel takeover from my channel on Thursdays, and she interviews her authors on My Time TV. So, which is kind of fun. So I produce it, and she interviews it. So we're live on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Easy for you to say.
This time of the year, it does your head in, daylight saving, doesn't it?
It does. I was convinced it was 8 o'clock in Australia when I was thinking, oh man, it's gonna be late for you, but no, it's 7. That's okay. We work around all these things. But no, that's great. So yeah, so do follow Adair as well then, and check out those things. And I have a weekly live stream on Amazon with Stephen Healy, and we talk all about lights, cameras, action is his title, live video production, and we talk about all the things that we use and what we do to live stream and encourage people. So if you're watching, this is the one of the most fun things you can do online, I believe. So
I just need to back out for a moment.
Yeah, go for it. So this is where we get to watch Adair's window, and you can see the horizon gently rocking up and down. It was a little bit more rocking earlier on, I'll be honest, when I was watching. But yeah, so here we are. Here's the tacos. So this one, they're all cooled down now. So basically, if you're just watching, what we did, I made these taco shells from scratch. So it was just 100 grams of white flour, 100 grams of almond flour, dessert spoon of salt. Oh, hi, Christina. Yeah, late to the game. No worries. We're cooking tacos, and so
hey,
so I
Christina, nice to see you.
100 grams of almond flour. Added some water just to bring it into a dough. You don't have to knead it too much, and then split them into little balls. So these little, here are some that I made earlier. So separate them into little balls, and then rolled them flat and hung them in an oven. So on my oven rack, and just hung them for 10 minutes. And depending on how thick they were, they came out different colours. So, but I'm sure they will all taste beautiful. And so yeah, Christine. So I'm doing like a little a mince one and a vegetarian one, and Adair is doing something spectacular with
all right. So I'll just go quick recap if you want. I did. I'm doing. Just pop that camera over here. Again, I've got a mixture of walnuts, cauliflower, and mushroom in here. It's been chopped up, some of it by a hand processor, some of it by using an actual food processor. I think it's the first time I have used anything like that on the show, Nick. A variety.
I think it went really well.
A variety of spices. So we've got garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, chili. You could probably put different things in. I added just popped in some shallots, or what do you call them? Spring onions. They're supposed to. This is supposed to go into the oven for half an hour, but in the absence of an oven, I have used my frying pan. So there we go. It's coming together nicely. Yes, it is. Good to see you, Christine. And if you're over on Amazon, hello, and do say hi. Gloria, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. I'll drink to that. Cheers with my homemade kombucha.
Yeah, drink to that with your kombucha.
My non-alcoholic homemade kombucha.
I know, very good. Right, so on my darkest one, here's a little. I made this last night. This is a little fig salad, fig and tuna. It's got olives in it, spinach, the usual suspects in a salad. Figs, red onion, a little bit of feta cheese, cucumber, tomatoes. You know the drill. So we'll try.
Well, let's assemble these tacos, shall we?
Yeah.
In a bit package.
So this could be pretty messy.
All right.
See, I'm now wishing I'd made a bigger taco shell.
Here's one by the magic of television. Like I said before, here's one I didn't prepare earlier, but I got from the shop. And this one, I love these because they're those stand-up ones. Stand-up ones.
Yeah. Mine stand up. Look, that's the one. One thing that did go right is they did stand up, which is really cool.
Oh, I'm impressed. That's really cool. What do you mean that? They were really good, Nick. Let's see if I can do this and make it look a little bit polite. I'm just going to do one.
A little bit of lettuce at the bottom there.
So this has had about 20 minutes to half an hour in the fry pan to dry it out a little bit and.
Nice. In fact, in that respect, it's not that dissimilar to the one I did with my mince.
What order are you putting your tacos in you're assembling your tacos? What order are you doing it in?
All right, so I've got a little bit of lettuce at the bottom.
Oh, whoops. Do I have to get this out for lettuce in?
just as a little base, really, and then I'm just going to pop some figs in there.
I'm going to start
again. And apparently, as we're now told, they're very good for a certain part of your anatomy. So, I'll be having more figs as the day goes on.
Oh dear. Well, that's what Google told me anyway. So now we'll start. So we put the figs in, and then we put a little bit of the. Now this is take 2. Putting the filling in, and a bit of tomato, a little bit of tomato. I'm just gonna. I like a bit of salt on tomato too, so I'm gonna just have a little.
Yes. Yeah, I love that idea.
A couple of splits of salt and a bit of pepper, and then I'll put a. Are you putting cheese on your tacos?
I can do. I've got my chili plant outside, out the back.
Oh, your chili plant.
Harvest one. If you keep talking in a minute, I'll just quickly go and grab one.
Well, I've got some cheese. I've got a 4 cheese. Horror smash. Taco's gone to hell. No, that's all right. It's all right. I've revived it. There we go. So this is the taco. You've got 2 tacos that you like, 2 different ones. You made a little mince one and also a vegetarian one.
Yeah.
And I've just made the vegetarian one.
Yeah, I've actually got 3 because I've got my little tuna salad one that I did last night.
Okay.
Tuna and fig salad. Got the mince. That's mince and garlic and onion and chili powder. And then we got the little veggie one over here, which is the avocado, tomato, fig, lettuce, red onion, all those delicious things. So I'm going to move this away because I know nothing gets wasted. I shall be using this in a minute after the show to make something delicious for lunch.
Well, I'm just going to make another one because I'm a bit hungry now, and even though I'm trying not to eat late, but I think, there we go. I reckon I'm going to have 2 tacos. Just do a bit of salt and pepper on that.
Actually, can't actually think where my
a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So if you just joined us, we're on the tail end of cooking tacos. Nick has done 3 different varieties, and I've just done 1. But
yeah, but yours looks amazing, I have to say.
Well, I reckon that you've done the taco shells, which is a winner in my books, because that, to me, is not something that I even contemplate. Well, number 1, because I don't have an oven, but
trust me, I wasn't contemplating it until I couldn't get any taco shells. Suddenly,
you know what? That is kind of ingenious, and I'm rather impressed. I'm just going to get out another bowl, another plate, rather.
Oh, thanks, Nigel.
They both look amazing. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. So hang on, I'm just going to duck out to my my herb garden.
Oh yeah, your herb garden. Ooh, yeah, that's something I'll be able to do on the new.
I just threw it at the computer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using a plate.
Yeah, well, I was trying to show it to the camera, but I think this one's going to be easier. There we go.
Oh, nice. Oh,
there we go. So that's what that wasn't me. The boat was rocking.
That must be difficult. Oh, yeah, no, they are. Super stoked with those. A little bit overdone, but the one in the middle.
I like yours. I reckon I would like to try what you've done there with the taco shells, but I'll have to obviously source myself another. Yeah, well, let's give it a taste test. What do you reckon?
Oh, definitely. This is where it could go everywhere. So
I'm just going to get a paper towel. Oh, hang on. All right. Here we go.
They really work.
That is warm.
I should not be so surprised, but yeah, crunchy taco.
Really good. Oh, that's crunchy. Well, I reckon we both won.
Oh. Absolutely. Wow. That was just so delicious.
And I'm really glad I didn't put any more chili powder in than what I did, because it's starting to burn.
No.
That is really
absolutely fantastic. What? Yeah, well, I think you're right, Adair. I think we're both winners on that one. Absolutely
now,
gorgeous.
Next week, we haven't had any requests, but Nick and I have been talking behind the scenes. And we would like to know what you think of us doing some. Hang on a minute. Just hold. A light just fell down. I just go rescue
it. Yeah. Now we're thinking of doing something a little bit different next week. So
all right, carry on.
Dare tell you, because it's a great idea.
All right. Hang on back.
Keep back.
No, I just don't. Yeah, I don't need the boat to rock anymore, because I've got all this stuff balanced precariously on the. All right. Yeah, the joys of my life. Yeah, so we were thinking of doing some desserts. We'd love to know what you think.
Yeah, so absolutely. So we can do all sorts.
If you have any desserts that you would like to see us make, no bake, of course, that is one criteria. And we'd like to try and keep them healthy if possible, or healthy as possible. So, so thinking about, I don't know if you do, keto is no sugar, but you do, can you use things like is it agave and
yeah, agave. I made agave chocolates on the keto show a couple of Fridays ago.
Okay, so
I did make a slightly keto ice cream a few weeks ago, but we can do a beautiful no bake cheesecake. We could do that, and we can have lots of beautiful flavors in there. So
well, I'm going to go for healthy, not worry too much about the keto. Oh, Nige, flummery cheesecake. Are you going to come over and cook it?
Oh, come on, Nige. Come on. You can't use a word like flummery and then not come and cook it.
I know, we went out to, we had a bit of a gaz on the island on Friday night last week, and one of the girls, shout out to you, Gabrielle, from the Coochie Foodies, actually, she made this, what she called flummery, and it was like an instant hit, and everybody just loved it, and Nige especially. And there's two things he loves, and one's jelly and the other's yogurt, and this is a beautiful combination of both. Oh. And so, we're saying it's very possible. So I might bring my secret ingredient next week.
It's always good when you're both on the boat. That's fantastic.
I know. But I think we could probably have a couple. I'm thinking of a couple of things that we could do. So, so should we make it a bit of potluck and see what we come up with?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if anyone's got a specific one they want, then for sure, yeah, we can do whatever. I was thinking maybe a little, because I do have an oven, I could do a little kafluti, so a little fruit in batter with. He's
stretching the boundaries already, aren't you? Ooh, because I
know.
have
Well, you'll be in the big kitchen as well, so I'll have loads more space, loads more room, and
Well, I might have to come up with another comedy act because I can't compete with that.
No, but I can still burn my tacos.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right. Well, this stuff is really, really nice. I'm going to go and eat it.
Yeah, I think about time you should eat because it's getting late for you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for all your comments. Good night. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everybody. And saying, if you're watching on Amazon, hit that follow button, then you get notification when we both go live again as well. And we've got multiple shows all through the week. So until next week, be safe. Have an amazing week. And Adair, some final words from you because you're the best.
Oh, right back at you. I really enjoy being here with you. It is so much fun. And you all have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Take care, guys.
Bye.